Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first video in a series of guides where I will be taking you from not knowing anything about V-Carve Pro and getting you to a point where you can make a project. You are confident enough to plan an assignment for it. I'm a teacher. That's kind of where this instruction is based, but really just using it from ground zero. So a couple things that we're going to go over here. As you can tell, for a V-Carve Pro tutorial, it's pretty weird that we are not in V-Carve. Yes. So one big thing I always like to showcase first, especially when people are trying to transfer some of their skills from different programs into V-Carve, is relying on some of those programs that you do know tends to be super helpful. And one of those is AutoCAD. Now, if you have used V-Carve Pro's drawing tools, you will find out fairly quickly that they are pretty bad. Now, granted, the program is great. I use it almost every day. But when I like to make some pieces or some shapes, or I need to cut out a tool, really having the benefit of, such a precise software such as AutoCAD is pretty vitally important. So what I'm going to be teaching you today is how do we take an AutoCAD DXF file and transfer that into V-Carve Pro. Now, you're probably watching this video because you've already tried to do this yourself, or maybe you just don't know. Sadly, transferring a DXF from AutoCAD to V-Carve is not as simple as saving it or exporting it. So we're going to go through kind of the nuances and the few extra steps we have to take to make sure that this is an actually transferable file here. So starting in AutoCAD here, I just have AutoCAD 2023, but this does work for pretty much any version of AutoCAD after 2010. Now, again, this is not an AutoCAD tutorial, so anything that we use or create in here is going to be just absolute garbage. But one thing, first step that's super important, head down here to the type of command bar. And in there, we're going to type the word units. And this fun little bar should show up. So you're going to go ahead and click on this. And you should probably be seeing the exact same screen that I am right now. Now, when I do all my work in V-Carve, I like to make sure I'm in architectural units, and I keep mine set to 1/16. So if you want to be super detailed, go to 1/32, 1/64, 1/28, whatever, so on and so forth. Good for you. Everything that I do in here is going to be to a 16th. So that's where I leave it. But having architectural inches, imperial units, very important. And it just helps transfer your file properly. So if you do use just decimals, that is fine. But in the working world, you don't say, hey, give me a 1.25 inch measurement. We say inch and a quarter, so it transfers easier in that way. But anyway, I've been talking for far too long. So let's go ahead and kind of get into it here. So I'm going to start by creating just a circle. Look at this one heck of a circle here I've got. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this circle 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch radius. So beautiful there. That's going to be my project. Now, this is what I'm going to transfer over to show you guys the process here. Now, this is a simple file. You can use this method for any type of advanced files. Again, this is a DXF. Basically, it's transferring over the vector itself and not actually the program file. So we have our file. Now, how do we get this into V-Carve Pro? So you're going to want to head up to the top left corner here where there's a big A. No matter what type of AutoCAD program you have or what year, there's always going to be this big A up here, and we are going to ignore everything besides the Save As button. Once you go ahead and click on the Save As button, it is going to bring up a screen that looks something similar to this. I like to save everything onto my desktop because I'm a piece of garbage. And for this one, I'll just name the file name here. We'll just do first name, last name, project. So if you are a teacher, as I am, this is something I like to do to kind of keep my sanity for file names. But moving on, now how do we actually make this file something we can transfer into V-Carve Pro? So down here where it says files of type, you are going to click this, ignore all these DWGs, these are drawing files for AutoCAD, and you are going to head down and select AutoCAD 2010/LT2010 DXF. And we are going to select that, and this is what we are going to need to be saving our project as. Now, for some reason, V-Carve Pro after 2010 stopped supporting DXF files from AutoCAD. So you need to set it as a 2010. This is very, very important. Once you're done here, go ahead, hit save, and now we have a saved file. So from here, I already have V-Carve Pro open on the bottom of my screen here. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So now I'll be creating a new file. Now, if you have material dimensions here, go ahead and put those in. What I'm going to do is normally you should be set with a standard 10-inch by 10-inch by 1-inch thickness, or it might be 0.5 actually. So I'll go there. I'm going to hit OK. Basically, we'll go through material setup in the next video. Right now, we're just looking at this file transfer process. So now that we're here, amazing. We're in our V-Carve Pro file. You're going to go up to the top here in this top left corner and hit the File button. And from there, down here, you are going to hover over this Import button. From here, you're going to select over to the Import Vectors and select this option. Now it's going to go ahead and open up a screen because I am filming my screen right now. The computer is being a bit slow, so I apologize for that. But right here, we're going to find our AutoCAD DXF that we just saved. So ignore all the other stuff on my desktop here, but I'm going to go ahead, open this file, and holy cow, there it is. So we have our small 1/2-inch circle that we made. Now you're going to see that the dimensions have transferred in properly. And there you go. So that's pretty much going to be at a baseline how you transfer an AutoCAD DXF file into V-Carve Pro. That's going to be the end of this tutorial. Thank you for spending your time with me today to learn how to complete this process. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment underneath this video. Out of the few that I get, I will definitely have time to answer those for you. So anyway, thank you for watching and have a fantastic rest of your day.